What's up, boys? What's up, EG? What's up, Big Chulo? Big Chulo. Thank you, Jeffrey. Doing a great job. Keep up the good work. I don't even know what shoes I need today. No, it's not these though, because I had these yesterday. This is where I keep all my shoes at. Just because I don't always want to keep them in my trunk. But I think I got the shoes that I'm going to use today in my trunk already. Besides these. What's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since I posted a video on here. But my plans kind of got ruined because I knew what kind of video I wanted to post as the first video of 2020. But the current circumstances in the world kind of messed that plan up. You know, I wanted my first video to be my first decathlon of the year. I was gonna have somebody come out and film me competing, and make it into an episode. But the whole world right now is kind of facing this pandemic right now, which is the coronavirus. Earlier this year, I was invited to the World Indoor Championships, which was supposed to be in Nanjing, China, and I accepted the invite. But then they canceled the meet because of the coronavirus. And back then, it was kind of just over there in China. I don't think many people saw it reaching as far as it's reached at this point, but they canceled the meet, which, I mean, I guess that was really a good idea, because if they had had that meet and all these athletes went over there to compete, everything would be so much worse right now. And it's really bad right now still. You know, everybody here is freaking out, going crazy, buying up all the toilet paper in the grocery stores, buying up all the food, and just preparing for the worst, I guess. But you know, it's causing a panic among everybody here. I think even more than the virus itself is the shortage of, you know, food that's in the grocery stores, and toilet paper that you can buy, and paper towels and hand sanitizer, all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's kind of causing people to go on the defense and, you know, have to buy that stuff too, just because they don't know when it's gonna be back in stock. But anyways, I'm on my way to my coach's house right now because they closed campus down because of the virus. Everything is closed down right now. They haven't closed the outdoor track yet, so that's kind of where we've had to go. But I mean, it's good because the weather just got nice again, so that's not that big of a deal. But like I said, they closed the weight room where we usually live, so I had to go to my coach's house because he has a home gym, and I'm fortunate that he has this set up, because I know a lot of people right now that they can't train because everything's closed down. And they haven't canceled the Olympics yet. They came out with a statement about a week ago saying that the Olympic trials are still going as scheduled, but they're still monitoring the situation. So it's kind of left athletes in a weird place, because, you know, you kind of feel like you're not training for anything at the moment, because, you know, they canceled all sports. They canceled the NCAA season, outdoor season. You know, there's no sports going on right now, no basketball season, no football season. Well, I don't know if there's a football season or not, but you know, it's crazy. So everybody's kind of just waiting to see if they're going to have the Olympics still, even though they said they're still going to go on. But you know, a lot of people don't believe that to be the case. But you know, I'm still trying to stay in shape just in case. You know, I don't want to be that person that kind of slacks off now and then regrets it later when you know, it's time to qualify for the Olympics. But so I'm making sure I stay in shape, making sure I stay ready until they say that there's gonna be no Olympics. So I'm gonna keep training. I'm fortunate that I can keep training because I know a bunch of athletes that they don't have a place to train because the places that they train have closed. So they're kind of stuck at home, you know, trying to do whatever they can. So I'm about to pull up in a few minutes, and then I'll check in with y'all when I get there. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm gonna zoom in.
What kind of snake is that?
Here, $10.
Obviously, it's a black snake. It's about to shed, it looks like. Either that or it's got bird poop on it.
Oh, like shit. Oh, it's over the concrete.
Well, you still gonna give me $10 for that snake?
Yes.
It's not gonna turn around and then.
Look how nice the snake is.
What?
It's not worried about you.
Exactly. It's not gonna.
Just touch it.
Come on, Carl. You're running out of time. It's gone, Carl.
Just touch it.
Come on, Carl. Gotta make contact. Carl, you didn't touch it. Oh, you bad. Moving so fast.
You can tell. You felt it. I'm not gonna take your money then.
You probably could have pulled it.
You probably could have pulled it, Carl.
Hey, Phil, I'm not gonna take your money, but I touched it. I was not gonna. You know.
So it'll go and hunt.
Yeah, and come back.
And then bring it all the way back in this hole right here.
That's his house. Car wash man. Make sure you get the tires. Make sure you get the tires. Yeah. All right, y'all, so just now leaving from the weight session, and y'all couldn't hear because I was taking a time lapse when we were talking about it, but apparently they're talking about moving the Olympics to 2021. But I guess right now they're only like taking votes to see who would be in favor of that. But it seems like that's the way that a lot of people want it to go. But it's not an official word yet, so I mean the athletes are still kind of like feeling like we don't really know what's going on. Like we don't really know if we're training for an Olympics or not. We're kind of just training, like open-ended training right now. But we still got to be prepared for if they do end up having it this year, and if not, hopefully we'll know within the next month or so. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it now. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to update y'all on, I mean, y'all right now know what's going on with the virus and everything, but you know, the purpose of this channel is to, you know, kind of freeze moments in time. And I mean, this is a historical moment right now that we're going through, so kind of just wanted to put this on film and you know, kind of let y'all see what the current situation is in terms of, you know, how we're getting our workouts done and, you know, what we got to do to get things done around here. So that's what it is. I don't want to make this video too long. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and staying tuned on the journey. I'm gonna keep y'all updated with the news as it becomes available and as I learn it. What's good, y'all? Pardon the interruption. The video y'all just watched was a couple days ago, but some big news has come out since then. Later that night, Team Canada said that they weren't gonna bring any of their athletes to Tokyo if the games were held this summer. And that was huge news because, you know, Canada has some big time athletes across the board, so if they're not at the Olympics, that's a big loss for the Olympics and for Japan, really. But you know, I was scrolling this morning and I also saw that Team Australia has said the same thing, saying that if they hold the games this summer, that they're not going to bring their athletes. So it's looking like the games are probably going to be postponed until 2021. Also, Saturday night after I got back from lifting, I got an email from USOPC. It was a survey asking, you know, a bunch of different things like how has you know, COVID-19 affected our ability to train and prepare for the games. And they asked what our preferences were. So the two options that we had were, would we prefer to compete at the games at a later date? The other option was to cancel the games totally and just move on to Paris in 2024. I guess I could probably speak for all the athletes when I can say that I don't think anybody wants Tokyo to be canceled. The majority of people are on board with postponing the games a year. So we'll see how that goes. It's interesting though, because they didn't give us an option to go with the games as they're scheduled. You know, that wasn't an option that we were able to choose. It was one of those two options that we could pick from. With that not being an option to compete as scheduled, you know, that kind of, I feel like that kind of answers all the questions that were kind of hanging over our heads and kind of looming. You know, we'll see. They still haven't come out with an official statement yet. So we're still waiting on that, but you know, I just had to throw that in there because I feel like that was some important news that came out, and I wanted to let y'all know about the survey that they sent the athletes, the USA athletes, getting our opinions on what we want. And I'm sure they sent the coaches the same thing. So we'll see, man. It's getting crazy. It's a crazy time, but I just wanted to update y'all on that.